What's up, my friend? Welcome back to another video. So today I just wanted to have an open conversation with you regarding a question that I think is very, very common. With the group coaching program I do with Ryan Leach, we've received this question quite a bit as well. And so I just wanted to share with you my thoughts publicly here. So the question is, should I specialize as a composer? This is especially important if you are trying to aim for a career in composing or scoring, like if you want to make like films or video games, you want to score to those projects, or if you simply want to build a portfolio in the first place, is it better to specialize in one particular genre, or should you have a variety of genres to show breadth as a composer, right? So my answer is very, very simple, and it all starts with the 80-20 rule, meaning that 80% of the results you get from what you do in life comes from the core 20% of effort that you put into a specific area. And so in this case, I believe that you should focus 80% of your efforts, approximately, on one particular style that you enjoy writing in, or two maximum. And this is because you've heard the phrase, jack of all trades, master of none, right? So you essentially want to be known for a specific sound, in my opinion. I think a lot of composers will write in like 10, 20 different styles and put them all in the portfolio. But what ends up happening is that when clients go to take a look at what they do, they end up leaving more confused because they're just like, wow, this person can write in so many different styles. It's so cool. But I'm looking specifically for, let's say, adventure cues, and they have like one adventure cue on their thing, on their profile. Is that really what they're good at? Right? Because they could be good at so many of these other things. So maybe they're focusing more of their attention on these other styles and not that one core style that I actually need. So, and for like from the customer's perspective, from my perspective, if I'm trying to hire people for a specific role, like let's say for my Christmas album, I am trying to look for a sax player that really specializes in solo passages. Like he can improvise, he can play scales and stuff, and he's especially good with big band contexts. Well, if he lists that on his profile, I'm much more likely going to hire him because he ticks those exact boxes that fit my situation exactly, right? If I'm writing a big band tune, I need a sax solo in the middle. And if his profile says, I'm a sax soloist, I can play alto and tenor sax, I can improvise over your chord changes, and I've played for like decades in big band specifically, lots of swing music. If that's specifically what I'm looking for, it would make sense for me to hire him and get that success and get those results because that is literally what he specializes in. That's his experience, that's his strength. So with us, I think it's the same thing. I think we should specialize in one or two genres max, and then the final 20% of your music can be a variety of other genres that you want to portray. Because it's very possible that you enjoy writing in a variety of styles. I personally do as well. But if I'm trying to put myself out there for specific work, and if I'm trying to land specific scoring clients, then I'm going to put out the pieces out there that either I'm the most comfortable with, or I enjoy doing the most, right? So for me, that would be like romance music, or maybe like Mario music, Mario style music, like big bombastic orchestral stuff that sounds very video gamey and sort of adventure. That's one of my sweet spots. So likely I'll put those tracks at the very top, or maybe have a specific playlist for those sorts of tracks. And then near the bottom, I might put more of my other styles in there just to give it a little bit of variety. So it comes down to the 80-20 rule. And I'm trying to practice what I preach. Like if you go on my channel, if you take a look at the different playlists, I have a playlist for, I think it's original productions, original mockups, or like orchestrations and arrangements. And the top ones I have in the playlist are sort of my go-to styles. I think Love's Rapture is up there, Call to Adventure is up there. Those are sort of two contrasting styles that I write in a lot. And then as you go down, it gets a little bit more niche. But the very top two, like the ones that the clients will likely see first, those contain the styles that I kind of perform in the most, or write in the most. So I hope that sort of helps. Just keep it very simple for yourself. It's better to specialize because then you'll sort of have your own perspective as a composer. You'll know what you really stand for and what you really feel comfortable in and what you enjoy doing the most. And just as a little side note, I think one of the best compliments you can receive as a composer or songwriter is you have a distinct sound. Like I can tell this is you, right? And for me personally, it's still kind of hard to decipher what that really means, because some people do say, like when they listen to my music, this sounds like your sound. This sounds like a Chris U piece of music, but I don't really know what that means, right? Like it could be a specific chord change, like a harmonic progression. It could be a simple melody that I've written that sounds like something that I would write. I'm still trying to kind of decipher that to this day. But I think overall, if you have that sort of compliment, someone telling you this sounds like you, then you're on a good path, because that means that you're shaping your own sound in this world of music. And when you leave your legacy behind, you'll have something that actually sounds like you, right? You'll have your own voice in this world. And that really is your most precious asset, I think, as a composer. If you sound like everyone else, or even if you sound like your favorite composer, that's great. But lots of other people will also sound like that major composer. You want to sound like you. And I think one of the best ways to do that is simply to listen to a lot of genres and styles of music, because naturally you will internalize different aspects and factors of those different styles into your own music, into your brain. And so as you start writing more and composing more on a regular basis, naturally you will incorporate those influences into your music. And that's exactly what I've done over the years. I'm self-trained when it comes to composing and songwriting. I literally did it because I wanted to make music, and same comes for orchestration and arranging. I basically did all of that myself, and I wanted to learn it all because I wanted specific control over my music from start to finish. And I found that it's so much fun just to have control, but also like the flexibility to be able to write music, but not just write music, also produce it, arrange it, orchestrate it, and then finally mix and master it. It helps you become a more well-rounded composer overall. So I would recommend having all those skills, but when it actually comes to specializing as a composer, I would highly recommend that as well. Being very specific in a particular genre or two, and then if you have other genres you want to explore, maybe put those in a separate playlist, or at least put those near the bottom, where if people really want to see what else you do, they can find that. Okay? I hope that sort of helps. You can let me know if you have any questions below. What are your thoughts on this? Do you agree with me or disagree with me? What's your personal approach to your own portfolio and website? Let me know down below. And if you want to check out my complete composing process, I've included that down below as well in the first link in the description, called the Complete Composer's Framework. I literally show you step by step how I go from the initial idea, like the very first melody I compose, all the way to the very final polished master. So, the writing, the production, orchestration, mixing, and mastering. I'll show you how I do that from start to finish. It's a like very practical didactic training in this workshop. It's on demand, so you can watch it anytime. And it's my gift to you for watching this video today. So thank you very, very much for watching. Again, let me know if you have any questions or thoughts. Share them with me down below, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'll see you very soon.